service is much more easy than starting your own business. Yes,
absolutely.
Because from up to down, you're actually into your business. आपकी नींद खत्म हो जाती है, आपका सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है. एक consistency नहीं होगी तो you will automatically lose that balance and then you cannot continue with the work. Secondly, you need to be very consistent. You need to have a lot of focus to continue. And you need a lot of self-motivation. Whenever I feel low, I just pick up my bike and go. A female riding a bike, you know, that in itself motivates you and it helps me gain a lot of confidence.
Sure.
Maula, 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 Mere Maula.
So hello, namaste and Jai Hind. Welcome to yet another episode of Success Habits. In conversation with me, life coach Sammeer Ajmani. ऐसे लोगों की कहानी उन्हीं की ज़बानी मैं आप तक पहुंचाता हूं जिन्होंने अपनी मेहनत, लगन और अभ्यास से जिंदगी में एक मुकाम हासिल किया है और आज दूसरों के लिए प्रेरणा के स्रोत बने हैं. Our guest today is a multifaceted personality, a Renaissance woman. She's a true dynamo, a startup entrepreneur who also finds solace and excitement on her motorcycle, expresses her soul through singing, and also lends her voice to diverse projects. We are ready for an enlightening conversation today with Ms.Deepika Nishant Monga. Welcome, Deepika ji.
Hi.
So wonderful to have you with us today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
Deepika ji, first and foremost,
tell
us about your family and how has life been before you started your business?
Before I started my business, I had plenty of time to sleep, frankly. But yes, without the support of my family, my husband, my daughters, and of course, the environment that I had been given, I couldn't have done what I have done till today.
Sure.
So, my family, I have my husband, my two daughters, and this is my small world. So, initially my world used to revolve around my family. I used to be a complete homemaker, as we say.
Oh.
Yeah, so taking care of my family, and earlier when my mom-in-law was there, so it was like a full-time. I used to take care of my mother-in-law because she was not well, and so I used to take care of everything at home.
And what about your parents, siblings?
So I have my parents in Punjab, back in Punjab. So we are basically from Punjab. My mother, she was a naturopathic doctor. So, and my father had a business.
Sure.
And I have a brother. It's a small family again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, you know, tell us what or who inspired you to start this business, and also tell us the nature of your business.
My business is all about good food. And basically, it's like me trying to get back to the roots.
Sure.
So where I come from is, my mother was into naturopathy, as I told you earlier. So I have always seen the good things happening around me.
Sure.
You know, good food, good habits, good everything. So since coming from that background, I have learned a lot from that thing.
Sure.
And after my marriage, it was like my entire family. So whenever I wanted to do anything, so they were always, you know, very motivating. They always inspired me. My mother-in-law was a very big inspiration, in fact. So being a single mom, she has brought up her family, her kids, my husband and my my brother-in-law. So I'm really grateful to her.
Sure.
So whatever I wanted to do in my life, she was my backbone, and my husband has been the strongest force behind me.
Wonderful.
He's always pushed me forward. So even in this work, why I started this work was that, again, there are a lot of factors. First of all, because I was born and brought up in this kind of an environment where I used to look forward to good things, good food. Secondly, unfortunately, my mother-in-law, she got cancer. And that was the point when I was very upset. because I wanted good nutritious diet for her, good environment. And there was a time when I started saying that we should leave Delhi and we should go to a calmer place, a pollution-free place where at least we can, breathe.
Yeah.
So, but being in a service, being in a job, it's not easy. It's, easy to say rather than doing.
Very true. Yeah.
So then ultimately I was like, no, there has to be something.
Okay.
And when my mom-in-law was, say, her last 3-4 years, that was like a very challenging time when it was very difficult for us to understand, what we should eat and how we should live and how to survive in a better way.
I get that.
So, unfortunately, we lost her just before the lockdown.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and so that was a turning point. Immediately after her death, we were all at homes. And that was the time when we started, thinking about it on a serious note. And that was the time that we started looking for options where we could not only be a better human being in the health sense, I mean, be
taking
healthier.
Care of our own health.
Yes. We thought that why not get into such kind of a stuff where we could help the community as a whole.
Oh.
Yeah. So, see, my husband, he was the motivating force and he was the one who always pushed me to do something on our own. And this was what we found, looking after so many things and thinking about a lot of stuff that what we can do. So this was one thing where we agreed to, and we then started looking for options, how we can, we started gaining knowledge.
Yeah. So share what is the, what is it that you do in, what kind of health products have you got?
So basically, we have started with the cold pressing of the oils. So we are trying to get back to the roots.
Sure.
So like the people who are a little older, like 50s, 60s, so they really understand what we are talking about and what we do.
Yeah.
Because what we are doing is we are trying to get back to the roots. We are trying to get everything what our grandparents and their parents used to have.
Yeah.
And you see that there's a lot of difference in the health. If we look at our parents, even then we see a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Anna, we are not as fit as they used to be.
Very true. Absolutely.
And our generations, obviously, they are not into that environment only that we can give them good health. So the only thing where we can, as a mother I'm talking, so where we can only help them providing with the good and healthy food at home. So when everybody is out, they are eating everything,
Yeah.
And like the fast food is very much in the vibe right now.
Easily available.
Very easily available, and this is the tastiest and the most liked food to the youngsters.
Yeah.
So what we want that, the kids, we can't stop them. But what we can do it at home is that we can give them the best of the foods.
All right.
So what we are doing is that we are getting natural foods. And we are trying to show the world that still those things exist. And there are different ways how we can get back to all those things again. But we still have the options open. So basically we are extracting oils the cold pressed way.
Sure.
तो जो कोलू से जो बैल से कोलू चलते थे, it's basically the same thing.
Now the machines are doing.
Okay. So basically the proper actual cold pressed oils we are producing in our own setup here at Sector 7 Rampal Chowk, Dwarka.
Yeah.
And apart from that, other natural foods like desi gur, desi shakkar. We are trying to get pulses, the natural pulses. We have natural honey. Which is not actually available in the market.
Very true.
So there's so much of mixing and adulteration in the foods that is happening. So we have a very limited variety of the products that we have. But because we are into it, for example, when there is when the sugarcane is extracted, the what do you call it? Harvesting is done of the sugarcane. तो उस time पे भी when गुड़ and शक्कर ये सब चीज तैयार होती है, तो we are there, we are present there during the whole process. So we make it sure.
के सामने बना रहे हैं, and then you are giving it to
we make it sure कि सब कुछ ठीक बने. बिकॉज एक बारी दो बारी तो सही हो जाता है, तीसरी बारी अगर आप किसी पे छोड़ देते हो देन अगेन यू डोंट नो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग. सो इट्स अ वेरी जिसको बोलते हैं कि हम वी आर पुटिंग सो मच ऑफ एफर्ट इन इट कि आउटपुट उतना नहीं आता है, बट वट एवर वी आर डूइंग वे आर मेकिंग इट 100% श्योर कि जितना भी है वो इतना प्योर हो कि उसमें if you are looking forward to good health, it should give you the results. Yeah, so
Very
this is
true.
what we are working for.
So wonderful, yeah. After having stayed at home for such a long, period,
Yes.
you took on something which is good for sure, but yes, challenging also. Staying in a city like Delhi.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It is very challenging, and believe you me, if your family is not there behind you, you cannot do any gender. You need your family support for anything.
Absolutely.
So me, my husband, and my elder daughter. I have 2 daughters.
Sure.
So the elder one has just come back from Canada. She has joined me. So she has completed her courses there, and she came back. That she is she has held my hand.
Sure.
And my younger daughter, she's also there. She's in Canada, and she is still pursuing her courses. But even sitting so far, she is a motivator to me.
Oh,
she's always
that's
inspiring me. My family is there to support me in all the thicks and thins.
Wonderful.
So that is the most important thing that is required.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell me, as a women entrepreneur, have you faced any unique challenges or opportunities in building your business?
To be very honest, yes and no, both. देखो मेरा जो काम है ना वो बहुत टिपिकल सा काम है. And this is mostly male dominated काम.
Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm asking.
इसमें तो इसमें सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये आता है because there are plenty of people. Initially तो बहुत ज्यादा था. People used to come and say कि मैम ये काम छोड़ो ना, इसमें क्या रखे, आप सामान खरीदो और बेचो, इसमें क्यों कर रहे हो आप अपनी मगजमारी क्यों कर रहे हो? Actually they used to say like this.
Sure.
So this is a very big challenge for me. I took it as a challenge कि नहीं, why? मतलब एक होता है ना कि आप क्यों नहीं कर सकते, ये माइंड में लोग डालते थे बहुत ज्यादा. बट देन इवेंचुअली मुझे सोचा था कि मुझे लगा कि अगर ऐसे ही रिलेट किया जाता ना इन चीज़ों को तो एटलीस्ट बिकॉज मैं इस चीज़ को समझ सकती हूँ एंड मैंने जो चैलेंजेस देखे हैं लाइफ में और जो मैं एक बैकग्राउंड लेके चल रही हूँ तो ये दोनों बहुत अच्छा मैच करते हैं कि इसको चैलेंज लिया जाए. एंड व्हाई नॉट? There has to be somebody to start.
Absolutely. There you go.
Yes. And again, I'll say this is because of my family.
So with family support, anything is possible. Just a question of getting started.
Everything is possible.
Wonderful.
You need a good rapport with your family. You need to be good and a very good listener.
Wonderful. So tell us, how do you stay innovative and ensure that your startup remains competitive in a rapidly evolving market?
See, the work I'm doing, the business, is I'm not into money-making business.
Perfect.
So I'm looking forward for good health to people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of innovation in the sense that I'm trying to get back to the roots. I'm trying to dig in deeper कि हमारे जो बड़े थे वो कैसे करते थे चीज़ों को, कैसे चीज़ें बनती थी, कैसे उनके पास ग्रेन आता था, कैसे स्टोरेज होता था. बिकॉज पहले इट वॉज हार्डली दैट वी यूज्ड टू हियर सम 30-35 years बैक कि किसी को हार्ट अटैक आ रहा है, किसी को कोई कैंसर प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही हैं.
Very true.
सो आई एम ट्राइंग टू गेट बैक टू द रूट्स. So my innovation is a very opposite kind of innovation to what you are asking.
To what the market is offering.
To the market is offering, right? So I'm trying to get back to the roots. And yes, this is a very difficult thing because there are very few people left to tell us what used to happen and how we can do that now. So that is the challenge, and that is what I'm trying to do each and every day. I'm just trying to gain a lot of knowledge, and innovation अपने आप आ जाता है जब आपका ethic clear होता है. तो business ethics भी अपने आप बनते हैं जब आपका एक vision ठीक रहता है.
Very true.
So it's cycle, I should say.
Wonderful. Wonderful. How do you plan to scale and grow this over the coming years? Long-term goal क्या? Where do you see yourself and your business over the next few years?
I just imagine the best thing happening, that people are not getting sick anymore.
Wonderful.
Because to be very honest, when I used to, my mother-in-law, when I used to take her to the hospitals, So the last 3-4 years of her life were very difficult for her, obviously, because she was suffering. And I used to take her to the hospital to get her tests and follow-ups and everything. And for me, it was very difficult to see even the newborns, the infants getting sick. And you won't believe, इतने छोटे छोटे बच्चों की सर्जरीज हो रही है, किसी की ब्रेन सर्जरी हो रही है, किसी के ट्यूमर्स रिमूव हो रहे हैं. That was a very painful time that I also went through. And ये सब चीजें देखते हुए एक विजन बनाया कि नहीं, good health has to be taken care of.
Sure.
So my long-term goal is that whatever I'm doing, ethically I do everything. I don't go in for the other part of the business. I don't get into commercial things. Short-term फायदा नहीं देखना because my vision is totally different.
Yeah.
So I just want that people should get healthy.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm working for.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. कोई, is there, share with us any specific success story that demonstrate the positive impact of your products on any of your customers?
See, frankly, 1 साल के अंदर मुझे लोगों ने इतना मोटिवेट किया है, जो हमारे पास आते हैं और वो दोबारा आते हैं और जब आपको बताते हैं कि उन्होंने 1 महीने में 2 महीने में अपने बॉडी में ही चेंजेस फील किए. तो दैट इज द बेस्ट पार्ट एंड दैट मोटिवेट्स मी थ्रू आउट द डे एंड ऑब्वियसली दैट बिकम्स अगेन अ ड्राइविंग फोर्स. वो मुझे और पुश करता है. सो देयर, अभी कल परसों की ही बात है. सो देयर इज अ कोच, ही इज अ रिटायर्ड कोच. तो ही केम एंड ही जस्ट टोल्ड अस के बेटा आपके यहाँ से मैं ये लेके गया था सामान एंड मैं हैरान होता हूँ कि मेरी तो जॉइंट्स की पेन्स खत्म होनी शुरू हो गई है एंड हिज गट हेल्थ इज ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव्ड. सो जैसे ही मैंने आपको बताया, जैसे कि गोइंग बैक टू द ट्रेडिशन, पहले लोग बहुत सादा खाते थे, बहुत सिंपल लिविंग होती थी एंड एवरीथिंग यूज्ड टू बी गोइंग इन अ वेरी बैलेंस्ड मैनर.
डाइजेस्ट भी हो जाता था,
काम भी करते थे, फिजिकली एक्टिव भी होते थे. फिजिकली एक्टिव होने से ही आप काम करते हो. काम करते हो तो आपका पूरा बॉडी मेटाबॉलिज्म वर्क करता है. सो अगेन जब लोग ऐसे मुझे बताते हैं, सो I really feel good that they are feeling the change. Even in my family, I've seen there is a lot of change. Energy levels बढ़ जाते हैं.
अच्छा.
Yes. So सब कुछ हम जब अच्छे तरीके से करते हैं ना, तो उसका रिजल्ट आता है. भले ही थोड़ा सा लेट आए, बट रिजल्ट्स आते हैं. So there have been cases, स्किन की प्रॉब्लम्स लोगों की ठीक होती हैं, गट प्रॉब्लम्स ठीक होती हैं. Although I'm not a doctor, but एक जो बेसिक अप्रोच लेके चल रही हूँ और हम बिल्कुल नॉर्मल एक सिंपल क्लियर चीज रखते हैं, ट्रांसपेरेंट चीज रखते हैं कि जस्ट कम एंड सी व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, कैसे कर रहे हैं, आप आके देखो. आपको घंटा 1.5 घंटा लगता है, आप बैठो तसल्ली से देखो और उसी से ही पीपल आल्सो गेट दे हैव दैट फीलिंग दैट यस थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग इन द राइट वे.
हमारे सामने प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, हमारे सामने बन रहा है.
यस. So एक ट्रस्ट भी बनता है और people when they come back telling me that they are seeing the improvements, it's a very good bonus for me.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I'm sure business है, नया business शुरू करा है, entrepreneur है. There are a lot of setbacks and challenges also. Few you mentioned. So how do you handle these setbacks and challenges? And during the course of this journey of yours over the past one and a half
Again,
years.
I would say कि family support is very important. There are days when I come back without any, जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, बोनी नहीं हुई. तो बहुत बार होता है कि हमारी बोनी भी नहीं होती और मैं वापस आती हूँ and I'm upset. तो my family, my daughter, my husband, they would always support me कि कोई बात नहीं, it's just the start. But जब लोग आते हैं और वो कहते हैं कि नहीं मैम फर्क है, तो वो सब भूल जाता है फिर. So ये चीजें it's happening hand in hand.
Absolutely.
तो कभी कभी लगता है नहीं ये बहुत मुश्किल है. I don't know how I'm going to survive because what I'm doing is very it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time because जितना time हम invest कर रहे हैं इसमें, investing in the sense that जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि we have a land on dry lease, ठीक है. तो वहाँ पे हम लोग we don't have to take care of the labor and everything. We just need the product. ठीक है. तो उसके लिए भी even then हम लोग वहाँ पे जाते हैं, जब चीज तैयार हो रही होती है हम लोग वहाँ पे पूरा टाइम लगाते हैं,
पूरा देख कर.
Yes, पूरा खड़े होके वहीं पे बनवाते हैं एंड लेके आते हैं. So it's a very time consuming and a very difficult thing to survive in this kind of an environment where people question me कि इसकी prices क्यों high है. आपको प्योरिटी मिल रही है,
बिल्कुल
आपको 100% एक फेथ के ऊपर मैं चल रही हूँ
बिल्कुल
कि लोगों का फेथ टूटना नहीं चाहिए, मेरा फेथ नहीं टूटना चाहिए कि जो मैं चीज़ लेके आ रही हूँ, जो हमारी कोई भी चीज़ है हम इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, मेरा फेथ अगर टूट गया तो मैं आगे कैसे दूँ?
डेफिनेटली
सो जो एक मैं लेके चल रही हूँ, विजन लेके चल रही हूँ, एक मेरा जो नजर है चीज की तरफ, वो अगर हिल गई तो फिर मैं आई स्टैंड नो वेयर. So this is a very big point because survival in sustain करना ऐसे काम में is the biggest challenge.
Yeah, the motive is health, and the motive is to provide good health. तो उसका that is at the background always. So
yes, and people, because India में क्या है, people are they become money minded.
Yeah.
Why? Because there are a lot of circumstances,
Absolutely.
right? So हर कोई देखता है कि ये सस्ती चीज है या ये महंगी चीज है, तो हम सस्ती पे जाएं, है ना? But if I'm giving you a good thing and I know that this is going to be good, so I will obviously ask you at least for that money. I'm not earning any margins. I'm not keeping any margins because I want कि वो pocket friendly होना चाहिए चीज को, तो लोग खाएंगे तो उनको फायदा होगा. So as I told you earlier, I'm not looking at the business in a commercial manner.
Currently, yeah.
ठीक है ना? I just want that the approach should be there. People should understand that health should be taken in the it should be prioritized. तो उसके लिए me sustaining this work is difficult because I'm not earning anything as such, but the motivating part is that I am really working hard, that I am giving good food,
making efforts to
yes, give good products.
Wonderful. तो अब आपके, let us talk about other passions of yours. I'm told that you love riding motorbikes, is it?
Yes.
So what type of motorcycle do you ride and what do you love most about it?
I have been riding my bike. I've always ridden on Royal Enfield.
Achha
so
ji.
Right now Classic 500 is the one which is my favorite and I have it right now. I have been riding it since I was in school.
Oh, ever since, huh?
Ever since, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So there you go. Bike wali madam. What role, does motorbiking play in your life and how has it impacted you personally and also socially?
See, it has played a very, very crucial role in me coming to this point.
Sure.
So I've been riding with a lot of groups also, but the foremost thing is a female riding a bike.
Yes.
That in itself motivates you and it helps me gain a lot of confidence.
Sure.
Because when I am on the bike, it's like I'm holding a giant machine in my hands and I'm riding a very big machine, a strong machine.
Yeah.
तो मुझे उसी से ही इतना ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है कि it, somewhere in my head, it really works that, it builds up my confidence. So whenever I feel low, I just pick up my bike and go. I take a round and I come back and then I'm fresh. So, and yes, socially भी बहुत मुझे फायदा हुआ because I tend to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
And again, meeting with people, it again improves your confidence.
Yes.
It boosts up my confidence. And when I find like-minded people who are understanding, who are looking for good health, when they are focused on health, then there's a lot of common things which happen.
Yes.
And then obviously it again motivates me. So it's like building a lot of new connections, new kind of people. You meet different people, you share a lot of things. So I can say it's a very good thing when I go with groups. I meet a lot of people, and yes, there have been a very good friends with who are very good riders, and they again are very good. They really push you.
Absolutely.
Doing the things.
Yeah, we can see the excitement on her face, isn't it? Yeah, and how do you balance now your love for motorbike with other aspects of your life, especially the demands of entrepreneurship and family?
It is difficult. See, with my family, I can say without them, तो मैं कहीं पे भी नहीं आती. So even with my riding thing, it's like weekends when I come out, I go for my riding. I go for short rides.
Sure.
And that's because my family is again there.
Yeah.
So if they are not there, I cannot move around.
Absolutely.
So again, there has to be a fine balance. But my fine balance, my family supports me for this. So my
Wonderful.
husband is the one who is really crazy for machines. So he'll always make it sure that whenever I'm thinking about going for a ride, so he'll check that the bike is
All in
spick and
order.
span, it's clean, and everything is in order. So he'll always make it sure, and he'll prepare me to go for a ride. Even if it's a one hour or 2 hour ride, he'll make it sure that I go and I just relax and enjoy and meet friends and
Wonderful.
yeah. So
Wonderful. So nice to hear that. And also share with us your passion for singing and the voiceover work that you've been doing.
see, singing again is I've been doing it since I was born, I think.
Acha.
Yes. And I am a playback singer, and I have done a lot of abhi recently there was an event so for an NGO.
Okay.
It's a seniors NGO. So where me and my friend, we composed their theme song, and I sang the song.
Wonderful.
Yes. And apart from this, I've done a lot of small projects in singing. Like I've sung for a pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
So their theme song again I sang. That's a pharmaceutical company abroad.
क्या बात है.
So ऐसे छोटे-छोटे projects करती रहती हूँ because इसके साथ with my work, with my kind of movement in my work, I cannot really commit for the bigger projects. So I take on the small projects, and that makes me feel fresh and alive.
So, Deepika ji, what advice would you want to give to other women aspiring to start their own business, particularly in male-dominated industries?
See, कोई भी काम family के बगैर नहीं हो सकता. So if your family support is there,
take your family along.
You should take your family along, and you should listen to your family. The first and foremost thing.
Sure.
Okay. Then any challenges in life, you are not going to go astray. Secondly, you need to be very consistent. You need to have a lot of focus. Consistency के बगैर you cannot do anything. And
that goes with any.
As a thumb rule, always keep in mind that nothing comes easy.
Very true.
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
And you need to put in a lot of brains to continue, and you need a lot of self-motivation.
Self-motivation, yeah.
Yes. Because वो नहीं होगा तो you cannot do anything. Because initially any kind of work, and to be very fair, to be very honest, मुझे लगता है service, the people who are working in offices, service is much more easy than starting your own business. Yes.
Absolutely.
Because, from up to down, you're actually into your business. आपकी नींद खत्म हो जाती है, आपका सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है. So एक consistency नहीं होगी तो you will automatically lose that balance, and then you cannot continue with the work. So first and foremost is कि आपकी consistency and your mind. You need to be focused.
So
and especially
and
women,
consistent,
and especially for women, I should say, they should be very happy if they have their spouses, especially with them. Hand holding अगर आपके spouse से नहीं होगा, तो मुश्किलें आती हैं. But when he is there, we should acknowledge. It's very, very important. कि आप अपने husbands को भी acknowledge कर लो, because every time, sometimes I do get upset कि यार मैंने ये किया, मैंने नहीं की, मैंने ये किया, तो सब लोग बोलते हैं कि मैंने किया, तो पीछे वाले जो बैठे जिन्होंने तुम्हें पुश किया, उनका क्या? So I think पीछे वालों को उससे ज़्यादा credit मिलना चाहिए, because they are the ones who are helping you in each and everything you are doing. For if I say, if I'm a singer, I'm a vocalist, I'm a playback singer, I've sung in a movie. So if my family support is not there, तो मेरे बच्चों को कौन देखता, मेरे घर को कौन देखता?
Very true.
ठीक है ना? So it's we should acknowledge, be consistent, and acknowledge the ones who are behind
who are
you.
supporting.
Yes, your support system is there. Yeah.
Wonderfully said.
Yes.
Yeah. And lastly, can you share some health tips, especially from the perspective of the products that you make?
Yes. So as I said that we are trying to get back to the roots.
Yeah.
We are trying to innovate the things, how to get the things that our grandparents and our older people used to do.
Have been using. Yeah.
Yes. So I always tell everybody that health comes first. So we should rather invest in health, and whatever products that we have, we try to be so transparent that they should understand how the things have been done, and only use when they are satisfied. So my health tip is that go in for the natural products and use them with full faith. नहीं तो आज के टाइम पे everybody is going out to have food, even when they know कि इसमें फायदा नहीं होने वाला है.
बिल्कुल, किचन में क्या डल रहा है क्या पता.
हाँ, किचन में क्या डल रहा है क्या पता है. And they ultimately, if they get sick, they'll go to the doctors, and the doctors again they'll be giving you so much of medicines and medicines के after effects भी, side effects भी बहुत है. तो why not just invest in good food,
in good products?
Yes, because आज if we look at today's scenario, the air is polluted, the water that we drink is not clean, all the mineral and everything has gone. We are using the ROs, so we are not getting the good water also. So only the food part is there. और अगर फूड में कुछ 1% या बहुत कम परसेंटेज भी अगर हम अच्छी चीज दे रहे हैं तो people should follow that.
Wonderful. So there you go. The advice coming in from somebody who's manufacturing, creating in her own shop products which are very, very healthy. And Deepika ji, we can't let you go without you singing a few lines from one of your favorite songs. हो जाए.
Okay.
कुछ तो सुनाओ.
अर्जियां सारी मैं चेहरे पे लिख के लाया हूँ. तुमसे क्या मांगू मैं, तुम खुद ही समझ लो. मौला 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 मेरे मौला, मौला 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 मेरे मौला, मौला 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 मेरे मौला, मौला 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 मौला, मौला 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 मौला.
Wonderful, wonderful. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. अब एक और हो जाए, एक इंग्लिश में भी हो जाए.
Sure. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible journey with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Your entrepreneurial spirit and your passion for biking, singing, and voiceover work are a testament to your dedication and creativity. Wishing you continued success on your entrepreneurial path.
Thank you so much.
So दीपिका जी से बात करके आज बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला. उनका पैशन और उनका डेडिकेशन काबिले तारीफ है. आपने आज इस कॉन्वर्सेशन में क्या सीखा, प्लीज मेंशन इन द कमेंट्स बिलो. और अगर आप भी जिंदगी में सफलता तलाश रहे हैं तो अपनी जिंदगी के डेली सक्सेस हैबिट्स पर फोकस करिए. एंड इफ यू नीड हेल्प एंड सपोर्ट देन रीच आउट टू मी एट माय नंबर्स मेंशन बिलो एंड लेट मी पर्सनली कोच यू एंड ट्रेन यू through a very simple yet very effective scientifically tested 10-week program. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and like the video if you enjoyed the conversation, and also share it with your friends and family so that they too can learn and get inspired. Please take good care of yourself and keep smiling till I bring you another inspiring story. Namaste and Jai Hind.